main reason for our presence here is actually standing right behind me. It's a KF41 Infantry Fighting Vehicle. We are competing in Greece to actually be selected as the next infantry fighting vehicle for the Greece Army. We just recently supplied, as you might know, Marder infantry fighting vehicles in regards to helping Ukraine, because Greece gave up BMP-1 fighting vehicles for it. So, and they, as far as we know, are very happy with the Marder vehicles, which is quite an old system, but based on the same principles that now the Lynx is based on. For example, we have the same airburst ammunition, unique to Rheinmetall actually, which still brings a unique capability to actually engage targets which are very small at very large ranges. So as I said, we have the 30mm MK32, which is the same gun as in the Puma, as in the Boxer offerings we have, with the airburst capability, gas-operated machine cannon with a double feeder, so you can have two different kinds of ammunition. Then we have a secondary armament, which is a 7.62 actually. Then we also have a double spike launcher you can see up there for the Spike LR2. Can also fit other offerings, but we prefer the Spike for the mission set, as do most European nations actually who bought it. So this is offensive capability, and we also have, as you can see up there, the MSSA. So it's a weapon station sleeve to the commander's optic, the panoramic optic. So it's actually, in the terminus technicus, it's a killer system, because the commander can not only find targets, but he can also engage them independently of the main gun. Vehicle actually, and that's another thing why we think it's a main next generation IFV, we can actually exchange the roof structure, because the roof is not welded on, it's bolted on, and we took that from the Boxer vehicle. As you know, it's also a modular vehicle, but we did take the best of it. It's a modularity that you can exchange roof structure. So for example, change from this configuration, which is an IFV with a hole in the roof for the turret, you can change to a command post version with a high roof and so forth. So it's a very flexible vehicle in that regard. Other than that, it's a very big vehicle. That was also by design. Germany always builds rather heavy IFVs, and I think now, especially with the Ukraine experience, it shows that it's worth it, because the BMPs and IFVs like that, which are very light, they don't offer the protection that is needed on a modern battlefield. Yeah. We believe in an integrated system, especially with the soldier system that is here behind you. We also learned from the Puma experience there, so we have a fully integrated soldier system that works with the IFV. Same is available obviously for Lynx. Can actually queue targets to the main gun in the IFV with no problem, and it's actually a working system. And as far as I'm aware, we are the first company, together with Germany, who brought that into general service and rolled it out on a wide basis, because I think the French and also the British program didn't go through. We do everything above 12.7, so beginning with 20mm. Airburst ammunition we already speak about, in 30mm, also in 35mm. We are actually now, with acquiring Expal, we are the biggest producer of large caliber ammunition in the world, at least in the Western world. We don't know exactly how much China can produce, but in the Western world we are the biggest now, and we also do all kinds of 40mm ammunition, also very successful even in the US. We already have, Expal was one stepping stone in that, and we're also looking at expanding the capability by quite a big margin. We already do. We have 3-shift models now working, and we are actually supporting Ukraine with a lot of ammunition through different channels and with different types of ammunition, and also our customers who have empty stockpiles in Europe, as you know. So the twin gun is a little bit of an old-timer, but very good still, and since we did stuck with it and also supported all our customers all over the world with it, we are now again in a time where drones are actually a very heavy have a heavy impact on the battlefield. We can actually provide our customers with systems that actually work, can-based artillery or can-based air defense, because for a long time, as you know, everybody believed that missiles are the answer to everything. Yeah, but missiles get depleted, the stockpile gets depleted very quickly, they are hard to produce, they are very expensive, and they are only used against high-value targets, and drones are low-value targets. So we actually took the technology here, and you know that the Gepard in Ukraine is very, very successful, which has the same main gun, 35mm, also by us, Oerlikon back in the day, now us. And we are actually having the European Sky Shield initiative, started by Germany, where a lot of countries are now looking to procure either 30 or 35mm turrets from us for different kind of platforms. Skyner system is building up on this experience, but it's also modernizing in a way. We put all the components on hook lifting trucks, so you can deploy and employ it very quickly, or rather quickly, other than this system. You have a distributed system, so not everything everything is on the same platform. This is Sky Ranger is all on the same platform as an air defense system, and Skynex is a distributed system. And so you can choose how many guns you want to sleeve to a radar or to the sensors, and how much area you actually need to cover. So it's from a development from Mantis, which is in German service.
Actually, Cyprus is the southern eastern border of the European Union. So we are an island, the Republic of Cyprus, and a member of the European Union. This is actually the third time that we are presenting the Cypriot defense products in the international market. We've been to DEFEA 2021, to Eurosatory with the Cypriot Pavilion, and now again back to 2023 DEFEA. I am the president of the Cyprus Association of Research and Innovation Enterprises, where the Cyprus cluster is active, and we are proud that today we have under the auspices of our Ministry of Defense 6 innovative companies, Cypriot companies, that they develop their own products. Actually, all the products that you will see are designed and manufactured in Cyprus. We have a more innovative and light industry when compared to traditional heavy defense industries. So here we have a company that is doing electronics, is Signal Generics. So you can see that manpack systems developed for electronic warfare. Actually, we're developing the electronics, the hardware, the software, but also the solutions. We have various manpack solutions designed for special forces. So actually with this device, somebody can scan the whole area and can find anything that is emitting, that is transmitting signals. Cyric is a company, Cypriot company, that is designing and developing drones for surveillance, but also loitering ammunition. Design and developed in Cyprus, yes. Everything you can see in our pavilion is made in Cyprus. Encore, enterprise of our association, more focus on vehicles for a wide range of applications, but also they have developed recently an anti-drone system. Here we have Celloc. Celloc is more on the software. As you can see, they have AI analytics for spotting targets and also transmitting this information to command and control. Here we have Amadema. Amadema is a Cypriot company experts in materials. They are working closely with our MOD for developing various materials for defense applications. Adidas is a Cypriot company that is active in surveillance. They develop in Cyprus various systems for software systems, mainly for surveillance. We are here because we started small, dynamic, innovative, and we are very positive because 5 years ago we were not existed. Of course, there are companies that are 18 years old, 15 years old, so we grew from dual use. And most of these companies are dual use. They are also active in security, civilian applications, but also in defense applications. So we have a growing threat in defense, so it was very natural for us, for all these companies, the last 5 years, to divert also to defense successfully. We have very strong support from our Ministry of Defense, because it's not just to showcase to the international market our technologies and products, but also create synergies, create collaborations. Since DEFEA 2021 and then Eurosatory, we have developed a lot of strong collaborations, not only to develop systems for the end user, but also B2B. So we have developed components of systems, subsystems of systems. We are involved in multi-million projects. The companies of our association are involved in 17 European Defence Fund and European Defence Industrial Development Plan projects funded by European Commission of a total 172 million euros, only for developing new technologies. So I'm very happy that this time I'm chairing this association.